Hello everybody, this is Fernando for the latest Ghost and Spirits video. Another entry here, this one following the one that I just did recently where it's another random pick of the week. This one from the website ghost.wikia.com. It seems like it's going pretty good with regards to clicking on a random page link and then bringing up a good suggestion. So I'm going to definitely continue this and tie it in with my cryptids of the week series as well. This one that was suggested, it was fascinating to read because I have seen this picture before, but I've never heard of the history involved with it. But it definitely remains one of the most infamous or famous pictures in the paranormal world. And what I'm talking about is the Spectre of Newby Church, which you'll see a picture of here. If you instantly get that thing in your head where you're saying to yourself, I've seen that picture before, that's the same feeling I've had. This picture remains, again, one of the most famous pictures because of so many circumstances tying into it. It looks so real, it looks so good, the way that it's just staring straight at the camera. Everything is like lightning in a bottle. It absolutely was captured at the right moment at the perfect time, which at the same time makes this picture also one of the most controversial because it still, to this day, people believe that it is fake. As good as it looks, that very same set of traits make it as bad as it gets when it comes to how fake it could be. I'm just going to present the information here for you and you yourself make up your mind, but here's how it goes. You have to go back to 1963. There was a church, and still is there to this day, called the Newbie Church. Its official name is Newbie Church of St. Mark's. It's located in a place near North Yorkshire there in England. And what's interesting to note is that this particular place has not really been known to have any paranormal history. In fact, ever since this picture was taken, that is the only time there was any paranormal known instance, and that was it. Nothing before, and then this picture, and then nothing thereafter. So that just adds to the confusing matter when it comes to this location. So there in 1963, there was a reverend by the name of K.F. Lord. Those were their initials, K.F., last name Lord. He was just randomly taking pictures of the inside of the church. Just nothing really as far as any theme. He was just picking and choosing what looked good and then taking pictures of it. At one point, he was actually taking a picture of the church altar, and apparently he was really fond of this altar, so he wanted to get a good shot on it. At the time that he was doing so, he said there was nothing in front of him, nothing suspicious, nothing that stood out, obviously no ghost-like figure. It was just the altar only. So he took a picture of it, and then when he later had it developed, that's when this thing, whatever it is, stood out. This creature, this ghost, this spirit, whatever it is, it was there. And because of this, the Reverend was clearly surprised. I mean, the idea that something like this all of a sudden would appear in the picture when previously, obviously nothing was there in real life, it surprised him, it freaked him out, and he was glad to be able to show it to everyone else. Here's how it was described. It looks like it's something as far as it's been measured about 9 feet tall, so clearly taller than any human. It has a cloak, almost like a cloak of the Star Wars guys, like the what is it called? The Emperor from the Star Wars series. It looks like one of those cloaks. It has this strange mask covering its head, almost like a hood of some sort. It's like if you were to take the classic idea of a ghost, where it has a white sheet over its face and then just 2 hollowed out eyes cut out for the person wearing that sheet to see. That's what it looks like it has over its face. But of course, that's the only part that you see because the hood itself covers everything else. Also, what's distinctive is there are no arms and no legs seen within the picture, but that is also presumably because of the cloak that this figure is wearing. It is so massive and it completely just covers the entire body, that's why you don't see anything involving those arms or the legs or the feet of any kind. So this guy, he took the picture. He saw this image. He started showing it to people around him, as particularly there in the church and then others that he knew. And then that's when a strange thing occurred. Skeptics started to come out. They believed that this photo was absolutely a hoax, with the most common method being double exposure, where somehow, some way, he took a picture of someone dressed as the specter and then superimposed it on the background of the altar, i.e. double exposure. What's interesting to note is that this reverend became annoyed at this because he's a reverend. People were supposed to believe that he was absolutely telling the truth with regards to this picture, but there were still some skeptics that were, no, this is an altered picture, this has been tampered, and so they were not believing him, and that was it. It became, little by little, can be considered one of the most famous ghost pictures in the world. Go to any place, any website having to do with ghosts, any books having to do with ghosts, and you will see this. And part of its allure, again, has to do with its complete, what's considered perfection. I mean, it's about as good as it gets when you're trying to, let's say, take a picture of a ghost. No blurs, nothing in terms of something just barely coming out of the corner of a picture of the photo frame itself, or vice versa, going away. Nothing blocking it, nothing in terms of some of the most other famous pictures that we see where there's always something that's causing it to be 100% perfect. No, in this case, this is a genuinely perfect in every single way. So is this a real picture? Who knows? People have apparently analyzed it, those that know the world of photography, and they state that no, this is 100% real. It has not been altered, it has not been tampered. But then again, there are still always those people that are 100% adamant that these are this is a fake, that this is just something involving a reverend trying to either gain attention or something else altogether. Crazy stuff. If anyone has been to that Newbie church, please, let us know if there's been any more experiences that they would like to explain. But as I mentioned at the very, very beginning, nothing in terms of any more paranormal history has occurred ever since that time. As far as the identity of this ghost, the most common theory, if this was a real ghost, is it seems to be the ghost of a monk. Some monk that was there, somebody that was in a religious manner that was there in that church from who knows how many years back, that just can't let go. It is there, it's still hanging on, and so it happened to be there at the right time, saw that this reverend was doing something, i.e. taking pictures, and then that's when it decided almost to take a pose, a selfie pose, for this reverend. So very interesting stuff. Glad to see the history with regards to this random page suggestion, the Spectre of Newby Church. So, alright everybody, thanks again as always. Take care.